EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
These teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Dobbins. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, it's first carry. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Yeah, give him some credit there, able to turn nothing into something as he spins forward for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. worked his way back inside, and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Murray's going to set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos.
Able to get him for a loss of about 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Cardinals nothing.
Murray now on 1st down.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to J.K.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 48 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Yetur Gross-Matos
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 22 yards, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't.
It's caught at the 10. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 61 yards. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing again, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'd hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks, Like the people just leave the candy out at Hollow.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
41-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
McCaffrey on the counter. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mecole Hardman, 53 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Now Bush on the return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look deep for more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Touchdown, Arizona. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Panthers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Bush on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
The 8-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Bush on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Second and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And this is good for a first down, his second grab in this NFC Championship bout. They'll run with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there from McCaffrey. 46 yards on the ground.
At the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a fourth and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards.
52.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 4-yard line.
Murray now. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught.
Successful.
So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
5-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they will take a knee here.